Welcome to the second session of Biology Crash Course. In this module, we will be learning about digestive system, mouth and oral cavity. The digestion is a process by which the complex food material is broken down into simpler, soluble and absorbable forms. And digestion is done with the help of a digestive system. Human digestive system, it consists of an alimentary canal and the associated glands. The alimentary canal, it is a long coiled tube which is muscular and about 6 meters to 9 meters in length, and it extends from the mouth to anus. It is lined by glandular epithelium. Glandular epithelium means those epithelium which has glands and it secretes some secretions. And the whole alimentary canal, it is lined by glandular epithelium. The different parts of alimentary canal are mouth, oral cavity, buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine and anus. So the different parts of the alimentary canal are mentioned, and it's a long coiled tube which is muscular and its length is about 6 meters to 9 meters and it extends from mouth to anus. The associated glands are salivary glands, gastric glands, liver, pancreas, gallbladder and intestinal glands. And these glands, they give out their secretions with the help of ducts, and these ducts empty their secretions into the alimentary canal. This is a picture of the alimentary canal and the associated glands. The alimentary canal, the different parts are the mouth, the pharynx, the esophagus, stomach, the small intestine and the large intestine which ends up in the anus. The associated glands are the salivary glands which is present in the mouth. Then you can see the liver, then the pancreas, then the gastric glands which are present in the stomach and the intestinal glands which are present in the small intestine. Now let us learn about the first part of the alimentary canal, the mouth, which leads into an oral cavity. The mouth is a transverse slit-like opening which is surrounded by two soft movable lips, the upper lip and the lower lip. You open the mouth and it leads into an oral cavity, or it is called as a buccal cavity. And the roof of this buccal cavity is called as a palate. If you feel your palate with the help of your tongue, you can understand that the frontal portion of the palate, you can feel it is hard, whereas the hind portion of the palate is soft. So the frontal portion, if you feel it with your tongue, you can understand that it is hard, whereas the hind portion is soft. So the roof of the buccal cavity is called as the palate. The oral cavity is bordered by a pair of jaws, the upper and the lower jaw. The cheeks form the lateral walls of the oral cavity, and at the hind end, that is the posterior end of the oral cavity, that is the palate, you can see a small finger-shaped projection or an extension, and this is called as an uvula. See, this is the uvula, which is a finger-shaped extension from the hind portion of the palate. The buccal cavity is lined by stratified squamous epithelium, and this secretes mucus, and this mucus will lubricate the oral cavity. A muscular tongue is situated on the floor of the oral cavity, and this tongue is attached to the buccal cavity by means of a thin fold called as frenulum. So frenulum is a thin fold which helps the tongue to attach to the floor of the oral cavity. The function of tongue is that it helps in ingestion, that is taking in of food, chewing and swallowing of food, and it also helps to perceive the different types of taste, sour, salt, bitter and sweet in the ingested food materials. In this picture, we can see the frenulum, which is a thin fold which helps the tongue to get attached to the floor of the buccal cavity. And these are the regions of the tongue which lodges the taste buds, which helps us to perceive the different types of taste: sour, sweet, salt and bitter. So dear children, in this module we have learnt that the digestive system consists of the alimentary canal and the associated glands. The first part of the alimentary canal is the mouth. The mouth opens into an oral cavity or the buccal cavity. The roof of the buccal cavity is called as the palate. The lateral sides lodges the cheek. The floor is occupied by the tongue and it is bordered by the upper jaw and the lower jaw. Thank you.